Yo,
Hey, we're back.
This is how we
Episode 6
do it.
now?
Yeah, episode 6.
Dude, I feel like it's going so fast, hey?
It's so much fun, man. That's why.
Yeah.
Aside from editing TikToks, it's such a fun thing to do.
Yeah,
I recommend
yeah.
anyone to start a fucking podcast.
And this is the thing, because so before we start filming, we agreed to meet at around 4:30, and you'd think that we'd start filming at 4:45.
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock, and we've just been discussing what do we want to talk about, how are we going to segment it, how are we going to segue the different topics.
Yo, when we start making money, this shit's going to be so enjoyable.
Bro.
I
It's enjoyable now.
Making money to fucking just bullshit with your mate is such a crazy thought. The
Yeah.
idea that this is even fucking possible is like a dream. you
It's
know?
fucked. Yeah, it's amazing, man. And we don't have an intro playing. Hey,
We don't
'Cause
have
the
an
music
intro.
gets fucking copyright striked.
Yo, in the future, I mean, if people are musically inclined, fucking send us something. But in the future, maybe we'll do a competition for like an intro or something like that.
Bro, that would be fucking lit.
It's also
the
such
future?
the standard thing that people do with podcasts. They
Really?
they'll do a competition and fans will like submit intros. And some of the intros are so good.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, the fans do. We probably need more content because usually they take clips out of podcasts and like make it
Yeah, that
musically.
makes sense. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's episode 10 or some shit. So we've got a few hours of content. But
Could be, yeah. What type
Yeah.
of music do you like? Because I feel like JMO's a mixed bag here. Because sometimes he likes the EDM, sometimes he likes the Travis McFatty Patty. He likes everything.
Yo, he's a good Irish singer. I mean, shout out to Axel D. He actually asked
Axel D?
that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Jeez.
I'll give him the shout out now. But yeah, I like a lot, mate. I like anything that is high beats.
What's your go-to? So you go on the way to work. It's 9 a.m. What do you listen to?
Yo, it so depends. So I'll love some fucking house music. I'll love
Same.
some fucking like hip hop. Mainly, I'm not gonna lie, mainly like old school shit like Biggie and stuff. But
Is that hip hop?
yeah, like rap. I think rap falls.
I
into
think
hip-hop.
rap is different to hip hop.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, what's hip hop
okay.
then? I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like the only ones I really dislike tend to be metal, and I don't really like country, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of corny. But
What about Old Town Road with Billy Ray Cyrus?
bro, I didn't like it after the second time I heard it. It's just it got
You got me hooked on it.
bro, it got overplayed so much.
So much.
Like to such an extreme
Yeah,
amount.
yeah. Worse than Despacito.
Oh my god, Despacito.
Bro, I remember Old Town Road was being played every single fifth song in the club. And I loved it because I love that song.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, so the last time I've heard a song overplayed so much and I still love it was probably Sorry by Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Because we were just turning 18 when that
Mm-hmm.
came out, and we're in the club, and when you hear that, it's like all the white people are like, oh my god, it's such a vibe.
Yeah. And it sucks to admit that you like Justin Bieber because of he had that reputation back then where it was he was pissing in buckets and spitting on
that
fans.
Bro, that album that he released
Was the game changer?
Yeah, it was the one that changed.
He
People
went
were
from a
like,
cunt to the fucking most relatable guy who was just trying to live he was just trying to live his own life, and people were annoying him, and he was having mental issues and shit like that, and people started liking him more.
yeah, and I think he's the kind of guy. When you're young, you hate fucking One Direction because the other 12-year-old girl
fuck
you're
him.
trying to talk to wants to fucking nut over One Direction every night.
Yeah.
So it's yo, fuck Harry Styles. But then when you get older and you're like, yo, I don't give a fuck, bro. Yo, he's got some bangers. Let's be real.
I
you know
agree,
what I mean?
bro. Yeah. So I think it's different because, as you definitely know, I love EDM. EDM in the morning, EDM in the afternoon. It'll be 7 a.m. and I'll be smashing out some 140 BPM fucking crazy hard style. And most people have a huge variance. They'll listen to Travis Scott, they'll listen to Biggie Smalls, and then they'll listen to maybe some light
Smalls.
EDM, fucking everything. And the other day I was in karaoke and it was 3 a.m. and because it's karaoke and most people are just listening to it, they were putting on Travis Scott and Drake and all that shit. And I was listening to it. I'm like,
Wait, people aren't singing?
yeah, but it's got the words.
Okay, yeah.
So people are singing and they're rapping his raps and they're fucking. And they've got,
Karaoke is so much fun.
it is a lot of fun. But what I was trying to get to, it was the first time that I've ever actually listened to the lyrics of something that's not Eminem. So when you listen to Eminem, you're like, this shit hits fucking hard. You're listening to Mockingbird. And this was
Yeah,
Drake.
when Eminem says, I killed my wife, I attacked a stripper, and I was like, yeah, I know, I did the same thing.
Nah.
That bitch had it
It's not
coming.
relatable, but you can understand the story and you get involved.
Yeah, you vibe with the angst. It's
Yeah.
yo, you're right, I am angry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that your wife cheated on you with 17 black dudes at once, but
Jeez.
yo, I'm running late to work, you know what I mean? Fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we were listening to Drake, and it was either Drake or Travis Scott, one of those fucking blokes. And I was is this fucking cap? Because it's just, it doesn't, I was just listening to it, I'm like, this is such bullshit. His raps, again, I'm paraphrasing here, but his raps are like, went to the club, found a dude, shot him. Found a girl, fucked her. It's like, what did you actually do? Did you just go home and play Fortnite by yourself? Like, this is fucking cap. You did not live this life you're talking about. It's like, went to the club, got a table, 10 grand cash in my pocket, saw a girl and her boyfriend, killed the guy, fucked the girl, left the club, went home.
No, I know
Shut
what you mean.
up.
I think like you're definitely right to some extent. Like whenever they talk about the like crimes, it's like, all right, most of you fucking people are capping out your ass.
That's fucking cap, bro.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, there's a lot of mixed opinions about Drake. Like, I don't like Drake can never be the GOAT to me, just simply because he has too many ghostwriters and shit. So like,
does he?
yeah, I
didn't
mean,
know
I'm pretty
that.
sure it's common like knowledge in the hip hop sphere. So like,
Jeez.
but so some people put him up there, but I'm like, nah, but he's never gonna be beating Jay or Big in my opinion, because like,
Yeah.
you know, you got to be able to write your own shit. Otherwise, you're just a mouthpiece you put it with. But
Yeah,
yo,
that's why
that
Eminem is so good.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker though, Drake, in terms of making money, making songs that somehow people vibe with, like the one "I'ma show you how to do it." It goes left foot.
I don't
up,
like those
right
songs.
foot slide. It's
I'm never in that part of the club.
the
I'm
chorus.
always in the white girl EDM section. I can't vibe
White
to the
girl
fucking.
is the hip hop. What are you talking about?
It
White
is
girl's
now.
not in the EDM.
It is.
you
It is now.
fucking weirdo.
It is now. It is. Sorry. It is now. But back then, the white girl section was like Justin Bieber and
that's not
Cardi
EDM,
B
mate.
and it's
not
it
EDM.
is an EDM, but it's kind of like that electric upbeat
No,
music.
that's the Asian girl section, bro. You've
True.
been to a
Yeah.
rave.
True. Maybe it's the Asian girl
No,
section
but
now.
so he somehow makes these fucking songs that people just vibe to. But the other thing he's the goat at is pulling girls. That motherfucker. Oh my god, the stories you hear
I
about this
believe
guy.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
believe
literally
that.
apparently this one guy. So I heard this on another podcast. Fucking shout out to Akash Singh on Flagrant 2. But he was telling this
Shout
story about yeah, I know, yeah, shout out. They get hundreds of thousands of listens, but yo, fucking shout out to the man. But yo, it is what it is, bro. Real recognize real, baby. But anyway,
man.
so apparently, this girl's kind of yapping off at Drake, like, "Oh yeah, you think you're like so hot and stuff like that," and she's doing that like bitchy thing where she's trying to get you to like want to be her by pretending like she's not, right.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, he just kind of looks at the fucking security guard, just does an overhand clap, and then the security just grabs her and throws her out the fucking VIP section. Which is the most fucking
that's
badass,
pretty badass.
gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. To the
Yeah.
point where I'm like, yo, why does this guy make me like him so much? Like,
Yeah.
I don't vibe with most of his music, but like that alone just makes me think, nah, he's a pretty sick guy. Isn't he?
Oh man, that's so funny. Oh, just going back to the shout out because we got a few hundred and they've probably got hundreds of thousands. That
Yo,
reminds
if you
me.
want to repeat the shout out back, Akash, that's fine. You know, I rock with you, baby. Like,
Oh, have you seen George Floyd's during the BLM and the
Where's
George?
this going?
So not George Floyd. David Guetta did a shout out to George. Did you see that?
shout out to George Floyd. This is for your family. the caption of the video is fucking David Guetta solves racism.
Okay, so if you guys ever watch this, go onto YouTube and type in David Guetta shout out to George Floyd, and it's just like
He's on this multi-million-dollar New York skyline fucking apartment penthouse thing, and he just starts playing some fucking EDM shit. And the funniest thing is the music he plays. I can't remember. What
it's
the
so
actual drop is.
unserious.
Oh my! It's legit. It's like a meme that's been
Yeah,
turned into
it's
a
a
song.
meme. It's a
You know what
meme
I mean?
song.
Oh, it is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. And guess what? I think he solved racism that night.
Yeah.
I think that fucking
shout out
Swede
to his
solved it, bro.
family. Like
Shout
instead
out
of
to his family.
not rest in peace, shout out to his family.
Yo, legit. Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, no, look, that's really sad. He died. At least I'll get a few Instagram followers, right?
Bro, oh.
Fucking hell.
Jesus. But okay, going back to the rap, I think there's a big divide between old school and new school. Old school rap, Biggie, Ice Cube in particular, all of NWA, all of that shit, I believe.
What does
like,
NWA stand for again?
no whites allowed.
Really? Ah, that sucks. I thought it was something
Nah,
different.
but that shit, I actually believe 90% of it. I say like that shit comes from the heart. It feels like it's fucking real. And it feels like it's not unreasonable. But the shit you hear on Travis Scott, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're cap. Like, it makes me vibe with it less because I know it's bullshit.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you got to think Ice Cube was a rapper from the start.
Yeah.
Eazy-E probably did some of the shit he's saying because he was meant to be a fucking
Absolutely.
gangster.
Yeah.
But like, Big was the fucking worst gangster in the world. According to his biopic, which is actually quite a good movie if you want to watch it. It's the Notorious B.I.G. But I'm pretty sure he had a gun and his boy took the charge for him because he's like, yo, you're gonna do great shit. So like that might be
good
some
on him,
like
man.
movie corny shit. But so like Tupac was a fucking ballerina, mate. Like he was a
What?
theater major.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? But I think like
Oh, but Tupac is different, bro. Tupac was built different.
he's not.
The shit he fucking writes is fucking so good.
Name one line.
California girls. Is it girls or is it?
California Girls is the Katy Perry song. California Girls.
Oh, man.
We're busting caps in
What's
their
the
ass.
California what?
It's California. California Love.
Love, yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he sung that one, mate.
He didn't?
No, he rapped in it, but he didn't sing California Love.
I don't know.
Yeah. Also, that's some Dre shit. Like, people don't put enough respect on Dre's name for all the fucking crazy shit he started.
Dr. Dre?
Yeah, he put on Snoop Dogg. He put on Park originally. You know, he fucking put on Eminem, Exhibit, all these fucking people.
So this could be cap,
Yeah.
but I saw on Reddit that apparently a lot of the shit that they made, because you know Dr. Dre and Ice Cube produced, like, so they funded the NWA movie.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're both fucking, like, so Dre is a billionaire,
Yeah.
or close to it, and Ice Cube is getting there. So they funded the NWA movie.
Yeah.
So the suspicion or the conspiracy is that a lot of the shit that they said Ice Cube did and Dr. Dre did, they didn't do. And a lot of the times, like, you know how they portrayed Ice Cube as like the genius who like found out that the contract was shit and renegotiated, started. Apparently it was other people. Like he got lawyers involved and like, so like a lawyer came up to him and said, let me review it. Like other people solved all that shit. And all he did was just say like, yeah, sure, look at it. Yeah, sure, whatever.
No, of course. But like, in terms of producing, Dre produced those records.
Yeah, he produced the records, but I don't know if he did the shit that they said he did in the movie.
Okay, but like, if you think about it, aside from bringing in Snoop and like them just having a one-liner thing when he's like 1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at my door.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're not rappers. I'm not a rapper. But, no, like that probably didn't just happen off the fly like that shit. Although maybe it did. I'm pretty sure Snoop's meant to be really good on the verses. Like,
Bro, he
off
is.
the dome.
Have you seen him freestyle?
No.
There's one of Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne, and they're both freestyling, and it is the most entertaining shit ever.
Yeah.
It's like it is fucked how good Snoop Dogg is off the dome.
Yeah, I feel like you just brought Snoop, and I don't know if Snoop did a verses. So there's this thing called verses, which they do, where like two hip hop artists will go back at it.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he did it with DMX, which brings a somber note because rip to the goat.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
It's really sad. It's crazy because like we didn't grow up with his music the way that some people did because we were a bit too young. But just hearing people tell stories about it, like DMX was one of the fucking guys. Like
Was he?
Yeah, you listen to the fucking style of music he had, and it was. I heard this comedian, and he compared it to what grunge music was to white kids in the 90s. Like grunge music, like brought out the angst, that a lot of people had, and like DMX kind of had that vibe where it's like, if you felt angry, you fucking vibe to this guy because you're like, yo, you're right, like shit is fucked, and I'm fucking hyped now because of it. Like,
jeez, okay.
You listen to X Gon Give It To You. You listen to fucking Where the Hood At. Is that what it is?
I only have listened to X Gon Give It To You.
Yeah,
because of Deadpool.
He's got some of the most high energy shit like out there.
Jeez.
And
okay.
There was the funniest story I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah.
Ever. And it was on The Breakfast Club, which is a New York radio show, right? And he was talking about, he got in trouble for impersonating a police officer. And people were like, he's like, how'd you get in trouble with that? And he's like, yeah, well, I was driving to the airport and this guy was driving really slow. So I pulled out my siren and I put it on top of my car and signaled him to pull over. And the motherfucker didn't pull over. And it's like, but X, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, he didn't respect my authority. He's like, but X, you don't have any authority. Like, you're not a police officer. He's like, yeah, he didn't know that. It's like, holy shit. Man literally got in trouble for that shit because he's like, look at this guy fucking not pulling over for a police officer. Like, I know I'm not a police officer, but fucking how do you know that, dickhead?
Yeah,
like,
that's what he was in a police car.
No, he just had one of those sirens you put on top of your car. Oh, he's such a fucking goat, mate. In terms of like just high energy rap that makes you just want to fucking fuck the world, bro. Like,
I agree.
It's literally, I mean, he's so up there. And for him to like, I heard, it was one of those things where like when famous people die, it's just like, especially if you know them, it's kind of like, wait, what? And surely not. Because it's like they've been so
he was really
immortalized.
young, 50 years old.
Yeah, and it was like some kind of drug overdose. I think he was like doing crack or some shit. I don't know.
Was it drug overdose? I thought it was a heart attack.
I heard that it was induced by a drug overdose. I could be wrong. But then I heard like a week ago he's in like a vegetative state. No, not a week ago. Sorry, 3 days ago I heard he was in a vegetative state. And I was like, what?
Jesus.
That's like meaning like, oh, so there's no coming back. But still in my head I'm like, yo, but maybe they got it wrong. and then
I thought he
dead.
was in a vegetative state for a day and then he died.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when I found out, then the next day I found out he died. But it was kind of like, I mean, the Kobe one hit me a lot more because I'm like really into basketball and shit. So like when I heard that, I was like, no, that's insane. And you find out his like little daughter died and stuff. But like, yeah, it's weird how certain people just
Bro, Avicii.
that was fucking insane.
Avicii was fucking...
Bro, when I listen to SOS, I fucking tear up every time. Bro, it's so
it's
sad.
the days or the nights. Because he's talking about like the nights that like you won't ever forget. It's about
Is
when
it the
they
nights or the days?
both. He's got two. There's the days and there's also the nights.
Which is na 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 na, see this where we're high.
Days.
So yo, I love that song. Which one's the nights?
Oh, I can't remember. But they're both so relatable, bro.
Bro, he
It's
has
like,
the best
oh.
music videos of all time. You watch
there's
the
nothing-
videos and you want to just go out and like achieve shit. You feel like I felt so inspired when I like what like I think
I don't think motivated. I think I'm motivated to go out.
yeah, no,
When you
that's what I mean.
listen to
too.
the
No, it's like you're motivated to fucking live life.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Do you know
to
what I mean?
live life.
You start realizing like shit, I'm just fucking sitting here like, you know, it's a weekend, I didn't do anything on a Friday.
You could have
night or
gone
something
out
like that.
yesterday on Friday night and today's Saturday night and you'll go out again because you're fucking young
Yeah.
and why not?
Or you'll just start like, you know, that thing that you've been interested in, like fucking spearfishing or something that you've just been looking at. You're all of a sudden like, fuck it, let's try it out.
Let's fucking spearfish. Why
Yeah.
not? I'm keen for that actually.
Yeah, me too, actually. It looks kind of cool.
Would you use an actual spear gun or would you just use the one with the elastic that you just shoot out your hand?
I'd want to use the spear gun because it looks more fun in my opinion.
That's
But-
pussy.
No, it's not.
Using a fucking spear gun.
The Hawaiian ones do not work for big fish, mate.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
What are you also going to use? A fucking AK-47?
No, you use the spearfish.
It's too easy.
Bro, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's you saying like, oh yeah, why don't you just get the ball in the hoop? It looks easy. You just put it in there.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I would rather fucking do it myself instead of using a... Why don't you just use a fucking huge ass net, chuck it in there and collect all the fish?
Because you can't just collect fish like that.
Why not?
When you can't go in there with a huge fucking net, what are you going to go in with a massive butterfly net and say, come back here, fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, like SpongeBob catching fucking jellyfish or whatever. Jesus.
I think the challenge of using one of the hand ones and the fact that you can make it yourself, that
Yeah,
that
but you're
appeals
not
to me.
taking down a tuna with that. It depends what you're trying to get.
Yeah, where are we going to find tuna in Sydney?
No, but my point is like if you're going spearfishing and you're not trying to get big ticket items.
No.
What do you mean?
Just trying to get a small
What? So
fish.
you're literally, you know, you've gotten into surfing recently. Are you like, oh yeah, I just want to go surf and get like a 2-foot wave? That sounds fun.
No.
Bitch, you're trying to surf a tsunami. What are you talking about?
bro. Dude, surfing is fucking so much fun. If anyone here lives near a beach and you've been thinking about getting into surfing, fucking get into it.
Listen to Hamish and Andy's "Learn How to Surf" song. It'll get you motivated.
Is that a fucking song?
Yo, it's a good song.
Oh, there you go, bro. Speaking of Hamish and Andy, you know what the funniest way? So you know how sometimes you'll not realize that a question has been targeted to you until halfway through the question? So by the time they expect you to respond, you have no fucking clue what the question is.
Yeah.
You know what the perfect answer is?
Wait, what? No, what? Oh, the Hamish and Andy thing?
No comment.
Yeah. That was pretty
Bro, I can't believe you watched it as well
Yeah,
because it
of
just
course.
came out like yesterday or the day before. So if you haven't been listening to a question and you suddenly get asked it, just no comment.
He essentially, wasn't listening halfway through. Someone threw a question at him. He
Yeah.
realized it asked him and he wasn't listening. He paused and just says, no comment. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, no, what is this? And then halfway through they realize, like, I wasn't listening. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's pretty fucking great. I'm not going to lie.
No comment is the best, man. You can use it in any situation.
Yeah.
Literally just, what's your favorite food? No comment.
Yo, so,
works.
So, something we got to talk about.
Okay.
The beer competition.
Oh.
Have a beer on us.
Okay.
Now, boys, only 2 of you did it.
Yeah.
Do you guys just not like drinking beer?
And they were both fucking good.
Yeah, pretty good.
They were both fucking legendary. And we had a fucking tough time picking between the two, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, what we realized is, like, fuck picking, bro. You know, we appreciate you guys so much anyway. So shout out to Ralph and Life Feast.
Both beast. Well, see, the thing is, the beer would have costed, what, like $5? And
something like that.
we don't want to pick between either one of you because, you know, if one of you gets $5 or the other one gets $5, you know, it's going to be kind of shit for the other
What cheap
person.
beer are you talking about? It's not barley. How's it going to cost $5?
Europe, bro. Europe, you can get $1 beers. €1
and then you
Euro
can also
beers
go to Greece and get fucking $20 beers.
from a club.
No, from
On the
bars.
street, it's cheap. You can get beers from 7-Eleven in Europe.
Yeah, I know. You're saying all of Europe as if it's one place with all
It's
unified
one
rules.
island.
Yeah,
Just one island of Europe.
with one culture.
One 7-Eleven.
You're talking like how Americans talk about Europe when they say like, oh yeah, you're just European. It's like, wait, which type? Like Mediterranean? Are you counting Norway? Like, so
Anyway,
how are they the
okay.
same?
So instead of picking one of you guys and getting $5 each, what we're going to do is when we release merch, we'll give you both a $10 credit. And if $10 actually doesn't help that much, we'll make it at least 50% of the value, including shipping. So you get a substantial discount off it, and you can get maybe a $10 t-shirt delivered to you. Let me know if that works for you. We think that's better.
Yeah.
You both get something for yourselves.
I mean, if you're really strapped for cash and have a big party, let us know. And we'll give you the fucking thing. But we just thought this like might be for more fun, just so we don't have to like fucking choose and shit. But yeah, so $10 or 50%, whichever's more, we'll do for you when we do merch. And shout out to all the people who've filled in the form. We still have the Google Sheets form up. I think we've got like 29 people right now who've expressed interest.
Yeah, lit.
And it's really good. Like so far from what I've seen with the results, it's leaning towards more of like a hoodie or a t-shirt.
Yeah, hoodies, which I would love.
I think hoodie might be the only reason why I'm leaning towards more hoodie is just because it like sizing will be a bit easier.
Absolutely.
Because, like people have different body shapes and shit like that. So like, if you need like an extra small t-shirt to like look good, then, it's that. But yeah, so I mean, we just need to fucking think about what it would be now. So,
because the thing is with the merch, and me and Jamo have discussed this a lot, we want to release we don't want to release even average stuff. We want to release fucking high quality shit. And we both like, came separately and said, we want to have 2 or 3 hoodies for ourselves. We want to have something you can just wear on a night out, wear on to the gym, that you can just wear normally, very, very good quality, fucking warm, comfortable.
Yeah. And like,
and cheap.
And it looks like based on the Google Forms. By the way, yeah, go to Google Forms if you haven't. Have a look. See what you like. But
which episode is it on?
Sorry,
is it on episode 4?
I'll put it in the link to the description.
Oh, okay. We just
I've
check
done
the
an
description.
episode 4 and 5 as well. So yeah, just check the link to this the description. But it seems like most people are seeing more like a streetwear thing as opposed to like
I'm keen for that
everywhere. But yeah, the one thing we also said, like, we want it to be high quality. We don't want bullshit. But also like, we're just fucking average guys. Look, we're all just mates.
Yeah.
You guys just happen to listen to our podcast, but we're all mates. That's the thing. So like, we're not trying to scalp you, because those people who charge like fucking $50 for some shit quality
I
thing,
love their content, but Nelk, bro. Fucking $200 for a hoodie plus $30 shipping. Like, dude, I would rather
is it good quality? Maybe.
Yeah.
But like, is it
I want
is it
something
the
I can
same
wear
level
every
of
day.
quality as a fucking Gucci like jumper? Like, why are you charging Universal Store? I don't know if these are really specific things that like other people aren't going to get, but like,
yeah, it's
I
like
don't
a
know.
higher
So
end department store.
we'd want to find a way to like, I don't know,
Just something-
make it affordable for everyone while still bringing high quality, because we don't want to give you cheap shit either. Like,
Exactly.
the idea is you open it and you're pleasantly surprised with the quality, as opposed to upset that it looks like a shitty fucking thing. So
Absolutely.
the merch might still be like a month or 2 away. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just depends on things. Like, we still need to think of
We're
a
in
logo.
no rush. We're we're still thinking about a logo.
Yeah, but
Some
like,
fun designs will be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if people have ideas, or if any of you are a graphic designer, shoot us up on their Instagram, and maybe we'll be able to work with you or something.
Speaking about the Instagram, so we put, not me, actually, credit to James. So he put on a story asking for relationship advice.
Oh yeah.
And this one was fucking spicy. So we James is fucking so good at the Instagram, bro. Me and him like to reply. Mostly James. He fucking replied. We reply to everyone who messaged us on Instagram, and we put on a story that said, "Hit us up if you need relationship advice."
Chill with the so good, bro. I just said, does anyone have any fucking relationship advice?
Say again?
I'm not so good at Instagram.
No, but like, you're keeping it active. And that's the main thing. Yeah.
It is active. We will post, like, if you want to be part of the show, we shout out everyone who we respond questions to. And if you want to be part of the show, Instagram is probably where it's at.
Yeah.
Maybe
check
in
it
the
out.
future we'll make a Discord.
There's no content. Just as an FYI. There's no content.
We have to think about ways we can.
We don't want to spam people. Like, it's literally just think of it like a Discord chat, but with us. And
yeah. And in the future, maybe we
might
like,
even
we might.
Do you actually want a Discord chat? That's actually a decent idea.
Yo, shit. Fuck. All right.
Yeah. And by the way, so for these relationship advice questions, JMO's had to think about it. He's going to read them out. He hasn't, I don't think he's had a long think about it, but they've marinated in his head. Like, when I give my piece, it's completely off the cuff. I haven't thought about it. So this is my first thoughts.
Yo, he's been reading it every day. I see the script in front of you, mate. Nice fucking try, cunt. One of the things I should say, like the idea is so we have more is so we got a bunch of them, but we'll probably do like 2 to 4 a week kind of thing because it'd be good having a recurring segment because we got you boys. We're gonna fucking teach you how to do stuff. This is an informational podcast at the end of it.
Educational.
You learnt about evolution and
relationships.
You learnt about gay people and Mardi Gras a couple of weeks back. You know what I mean? You're learning stuff here. That's the important thing. But so don't worry if we don't respond to yours straight away. We'll have you in like the next couple of episodes. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, so first one from same guy, Axel Dye.
Okay.
He just says hanging out with the opposite gender. So I don't know if he's saying, do you have tips for hanging out with the opposite gender, or do you think it's fine for? I mean, we can answer both. Okay, first of all, do you have any tips for hanging out with the opposite gender?
As in like having female friends.
Yeah,
that's what I get first. I mean, okay, so this is a hot topic, and I was talking about it with my mate. Not James, a different mate. I was saying, like, do you believe in having female friends? Yeah, I have one other. Yeah, so I think that and he changed my mind because I don't think that it'll ever be possible for you to both not want each other because either you'll like her or she'll like you, I think. But I think it can be beneficial if you're tactically in the friend zone or you tactically friend zone her because you can meet her friends.
Yeah, I also think like there will be girls who are just like, you can find a girl attractive and not have sex with her. I know that seems crazy to you, Baz.
That's crazy to me, bro. I'll make a move. I'll make a move.
Yeah, I know. And if she rejects you, then you can be
getting. No, then I'll never hang out with her again because then I'm in the friend zone and that hurts my ego too much.
Yeah, so stop being insecure, mate.
And just be friend zoned.
Yeah, but she's just a friend. You know what I mean?
No, she's a friend I've tried to hook up with.
As if you don't have friends that you've just fucking like been mates with.
Bro, every time I make a friend that's a girl and we start hanging out maybe once a week or every 2 weeks, either I will make a move or she'll make a move.
What about in a group scenario? By the way, 90% he'll make a move. Let's not pretend
90%. Yeah. Or I'll start getting texted too much and I'm like, okay, I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lead on.
If you're hanging out one-on-one, that's very different to like you're in a group scenario.
In group scenarios, I'll still make a move.
No, sure. But my point is like, I get what you're saying, but let's say, so it's probably easier in examples if she's already got a boyfriend or something like that. So like,
if she's got a boyfriend, then I'll wait for her to get out of her relationship.
Yo, you're so cringe, bro.
Yeah, it's cringe, isn't it? Yeah. Well, what's your take on this question?
Yeah, of course. I mean, wait, are you saying like have girlfriends?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So the way I read it initially, which might be an interesting thing to look at, is are you cool with your girl having friends of the opposite gender?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think a lot of guys get insecure about that shit, and this is why I think like we've all gone through insecure stages of our life where we feel like more insecure in relationships or whatever. But like the second you can shed that shit and just que sera your way through life, like in that regard, it's like, look, if your girl cheats on you, she was a fucking hoe to begin with, mate. As long as you, I mean, I personally don't believe in driving people to cheat. I think that's a corny response. So like, if she says, yeah, well, you neglected me, it's like, well, why didn't you break up with me, bitch? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Like,
agree.
So I mean, that's just my, people have different
and also, if she's ranting to him, then that's a rant that you don't need to be involved with.
Fucking valid point.
Yeah. It's
share
all
the
positives.
load.
They're literally,
she has your load, then she dumps her bullshit onto him. You know
literally,
what I mean? It's great.
Literally, you're giving her your load, and he's getting her load.
Yeah,
emotionally.
Exactly. If you put too much limitations on a girl, you can like, I don't know. I don't get the idea of you go out, you meet a girl who's like really outgoing and she's really lovely, and you love all these qualities about her, and then the second you're with her, you want to change her personality because you're too insecure because she goes to talk to people. It's
don't try to change people.
Yeah, bro. Look, if she cheats on you, tell her to fuck off.
Yeah,
have fun. You know what I mean?
Move on. Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right, next question.
Okay, it was from Ralph.
Fucking legend, Ralph.
How to keep it from getting toxic. I'm single for life, but it's worth a shot in case I found a gal.
Okay, great fucking question.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
And Jamo can attest that I've been with some pretty fucking toxic chicks. And the thing is you gotta fucking draw lines. Yeah. You gotta draw lines fucking hard because you will be taken advantage of as much as you permit. The more you permit, the more you push that line of shit that you allow to happen to you. And then before you realize, you're fucking, I don't know, making lunch for your girlfriend because she asked you once and you just said yes straight away.
Yeah, I also would say you have to understand that like the idea of like, oh no, I'm just going to do what she says because she lets me have sex with her. Like there are plenty of girls in the sea. Like don't be the guy that's too scared he's never going to be able to find another girl if he leaves like a toxic relationship. Like what I would say is be incredibly consistent.
Yeah.
Be who you are, and if she does some shit that annoys you, fucking tell her. You don't have to be like
exactly.
a dick
Tell her
about it.
upfront.
Yeah, but that way there's no fucking shock.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so like
Joke about it. Make a joke about it.
yeah, and if you guys don't vibe, if she's the kind of girl that expects you to do heaps of shit for her, and you're someone who's like, yo, I just want to do my own thing, you know what I mean? Like, make it clear, because the reality is, yeah, maybe you don't work out, but like,
If you can't
you're
compromise.
not meant to work out.
If you can compromise, then compromise.
Yeah,
but
but
if
what-
it's extremes,
No,
then,
but
then
the
don't make it
reason
work.
why I'm not against compromising, but like, if you compromise, it's a slippery slope.
As in, you
if it's
just
all
find
you
someone
compromising-
who's just matches.
No, but it's like, if it's all you compromising and never her, then suddenly you've changed your personality as well.
Agree.
Do you know what
I
I mean?
agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I would say, like, thankfully I've never been in a relationship with a toxic girl. But the thing is, you have to recognize that the behavior is toxic, and then just don't let it get to a relationship stage. Just keep it as friends of benefits or fuck buddies, whatever the relationship is. Keep it there and don't let it get to a relationship, because that will eat your life up. So just have that mental note.
Yeah, just, be yourself. If she doesn't vibe with it, then she doesn't vibe with it. Find a
Yeah,
girl who does, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just keep like putting yourself out there. Okay, Chris Becker. When's it okay to start simping?
If the girl is over a 9.5. So
Here's,
almost never.
here's what I would say. I would say it's not based on what your mates call simping, because I think a lot of perma single guys will refer being nice to a girl as simping. It's like, bro, you texted her back, you fucking simp. It's like,
Yeah.
so if your mates say you're simping, then like, look, you got to take what they're saying with a grain of salt. What I would say is, if a girl tries to start like telling you to not hang out with your mates, I don't care how hot she is, dump the bitch because she's crazy.
I take back what I said. I wouldn't say, even the hotter she is, the more strict you have to be on yourself about not simping. Because simping is actually unattractive to girls.
Yeah.
If she's saying, oh, do this, don't get that tattoo, I don't like tattoos, and then you go, okay, no worries, and get her some flowers and apologize. No, stay the fuck away. There's nothing that's going to make her cheat on you more than you simping on her.
Yeah, so if you call simping being nice, then
Yeah.
it's fine. Be nice to a girl. Don't be a cunt. But like, if you
Agree.
call simping, I don't know, if it's like, oh, sorry, dearest, when you scutter away and
No.
you just like fucking do what she says, and she's getting blasted by 4 dudes, and you're just sitting in the corner going, go sweetheart, because that's
Yeah.
what she wanted to do that day. Then nah, just fucking never do it, bruv.
Yeah.
Be who you are unapologetically.
Exactly. The mentality I would have is exactly that. Just think, what do you think is right? Do it. If you did something you actually realized in hindsight was bad, then apologize for it.
Also, I think it's part of simping, maybe I've just thought of this now, like, potentially it's doing shit you don't want to do for them. But if you're someone who fucking like loves doing all that shit, then fucking go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Don't like make yourself unhappy because of it.
Yeah,
But
agree.
like, I would just say, if doing what she's asking to all the time makes you feel upset or unhappy, then fuck her, bro.
Exactly.
Like, don't ruin your life because of it. All right, and last one for this week is from Zek, which is, don't worry, Zek. It's, how do I get a girlfriend when I can barely get friends?
Okay.
Bro, you got 2 friends right here, all right?
Bro, 2 of us. Yesterday.
Nah, V, like, you can't think like that, mate. You can do it, You just need to practice. Go talk to
okay,
girls.
firstly, how old are you?
Yeah, okay, that is.
Do you have a rough...
have
Let's
no
just say 14 to 21 or 14 to 18 range. What vibe are you getting from his Instagram profile?
private?
Ah, fuck. Okay, so I'm just going to assume that you're under 18. If you're under 18, so you haven't had access to clubs or bars, stuff like that, I would honestly just not worry about it. I would just focus on getting your confidence up, because you're in school, so you're probably hanging out with the same people every day. And I'm just going to make the crazy assumption here that your friends are also similar. They're also probably like, not that successful in that area, because usually you are what your environment is. So the first thing I would do is try to build up your confidence. So find the one person who might not be good at the moment with girls, but you can tell that he wants to improve. So find that one other person that wants to improve, and then just start improving. Just start talking to girls on the train, start talking to girls at the mall. Just, spend a whole day and only talk to one girl. Do it.
Also, like, if you're saying it's hard to make friends, look at traditional avenues you can make friends. I don't know if you're into sports, but maybe if you're not into sports, try and find something that seems interesting, because
Hobbies.
the camaraderie you can have with a team is like massive.
Absolutely.
So you could find yourself, you could join a football team and suddenly have 11 best friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then with all that comes parties and all that kind of shit. And like, just, I don't know, if you feel like not socially skilled, practice. You know what I mean? Maybe get a job that requires you to be socially skilled. Try and get a sales position, or work in retail, something, so you're constantly talking to people.
Yeah,
and then that way you'll be able to like just practice. But mate, just just keep going.
And I also
Don't
want to
give up.
close this off by saying that I don't know if I've ever said this saying to you, but I really believe in the saying that the ROI, or the return on investment, on chasing girls is lower than the ROI of chasing excellence. So focus on yourself. Fucking be good at something. Like, I don't know if you're really good at soccer, if you're really good at maths, just be really good at something. And then that will build your confidence, because your confidence is based on competence. Otherwise, it's false confidence.
Yeah. Do something. Get good at it. Have fun. Practice your social skills.
Good shit, bro. Good shit, bro. You got this.
All right. End of the relationship advice. Cheers. Let us know if you like it down below.
Fucking oath.
Okay. I've got something for you, mate.
Go on.
So I was watching a TikTok the other day, right? And it was, the guy was saying, I swear to God, with the amount of time Stop, Drop and Rolled was drilled into us as kids, I thought there'd be more fucking fires.
True.
So for people not in Australia, because I don't know if this is an international thing, but essentially as children, everyone heard that when you catch on fire, you stop, drop and roll. Because the idea is that if you just run around flailing your arms, the fire spreads and you can get burnt. Whereas if you extinguish it by like putting it out with air and
stopping, dropping and rolling.
Exactly. You get rid of it. And it did make me laugh. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. Fucking hell. That was such a common thing. And then I started realizing there are so many things in life that as children, I thought were going to be a much bigger deal.
Yep.
Like fucking quicksand. I swear in every movie you thought like, oh shit, I'm sinking. And if you struggle, you sink further. And as a kid, I'm like, yo, I better be careful. Like, what if I go to the beach and is that quicksand over there? And then you're like, I've never seen a quicksand.
It exists. It is real.
Bro, I don't believe it's real.
I had this exact same thought about a couple of years ago, and I'm like, I'm going to Google to see if it's real. And it's real.
Yeah, but
it's very uncommon to die from it, though.
Yeah, what fucking hell, mate? Where is it? There's one spot in the world?
It's usually in jungles. Damn. I don't. It's like a weird density of water mixed with sand that makes it so you're the same density as the sand. So you just sort of sink in it.
But yeah, it's like I thought that, and then I was thinking like, okay, what are other things? And I was like, all right. As a child, I 100% thought that walking through paddocks while wearing a red t-shirt was going to be more of an issue because a bull sees you and wants to fucking charge you and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they trained to charge red or?
Bro, because as a kid, you just hear like, oh, they see red, they fucking charge and shit.
Yeah, that's interesting, bro. And the reason why I find it interesting is that another thing that we get told all the fucking time in school, and let us know if overseas is the same, but it's stranger danger.
Yeah, stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers. Don't fucking... obviously don't go into strangers' cars.
But it's the funnest thing, you know what I mean?
I've also thought about it, bro. When have you ever been hurt by a stranger emotionally? Never.
Yeah.
Every single time you felt shit...
You think it's cap?
Every single... What is?
Like stranger danger?
I think it's 100% cap.
Wait, do you actually... Yo, maybe we should be going... Do you think that like all the stuff we want, do you think they actually have lollies in their cars? And that's why our parents say like, no, don't go in there because they're like, they don't want us to have like rotten teeth and shit?
Literally, yeah.
Yo, parents be capping, bro.
But I'm telling you, think about every time you felt like hurt or like whatever, felt betrayed. It's never been by a stranger. And it's probably been a stranger who's taken you out of that rut.
Yeah, that's so true, man. That's the fucking crazy thing. Like, it is like, I guess some people have bad experiences. Like, look, Madeleine McCann probably didn't enjoy what happened with the stranger. My guess.
Okay, and here's a hot bit, but I'm not going to, instead of giving my opinion here, I'm just going to say the straight facts, which is I think 90% of sexual assault happens by people that the girl already knew.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think that's a hot fact. I think like feminist organizations preach that shit.
Yeah. So like, I think instead of saying stranger danger, it's be more careful who you hang out with, one, and two.
Yeah.
Be like whatever you want, whether it's more friends, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's, I don't know, more success and you want more customers, it's probably from strangers that you need to acquire whatever you want. So I think that stranger danger is just fucking, it's as dumb as what is it called? Stop, drop and roll.
Bro, but both of them are valuable to children who don't know how to handle like...
Yeah, obviously to children. This is for people over the age of 16.
Yeah. So, I mean, not to completely undermine your entire point you just made there, but what 16-year-old is still reciting Stranger Danger?
A lot, bro. Well, okay, even if they're not reciting it, they've still got that mentality that strangers are bad. Don't talk to strangers. Don't get involved. Like, don't, strangers are bad. I don't want to talk to them.
It is the worst when you go to a club and you're just vibing, chatting with people, and then you talk to someone and they're just like, look at you like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah. It's a bad vibe.
And it's like, fucking bro, pass on the good vibes.
Pass on the good vibes, bro.
That's what we're about here, about Milk Bucket. We don't care. We don't discriminate, bro. We're just about good vibes and fucking happy times, innit?
Bro, we're all about fucking, that's all it's about.
Yeah. I mean, talking about shit that like scared us as kids, like fucking strangers and shit, like it's just such dumb thoughts. But I was like, yo, vampire bats. When I first heard about those,
bats, like
that was real.
gargoyles.
No, you know that there's an actual bat called a vampire bat.
Oh, what?
And it drinks blood. It's a parasite, right?
Sheesh.
So I find out about that, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, you're gonna go into this place, and there's this thing gonna come down and fucking eat you or whatever.
Jesus.
And then you look it up. They're fucking tiny,
Oh, really? How
bro.
big?
They're like
Size of your
the
hand?
size of an orange.
What
They're
the fuck?
like, yo, fucking
So you
try
can
to
just punch
bite
this
my
cunt?
yo dog. I'll fucking smack the cunt, bro. I've been training my
Fuck
boxing.
him.
I got some good fucking precision, bro.
Bro, what if you hit it face on? Like it came in the exact direction of your punch.
Yo, legit. Do you know what annoys me about bees?
What? That's
Yo,
yeah.
it fucking really annoys me.
What?
So with vertebrates, so meaning like mammals and shit, if you
Yeah.
punch it, it like feels the pain, right?
Yep.
With an invertebrate, so the ones which have the exoskeleton, like a bee or whatever, if you punch it and it flies fucking 5 meters, it'll fly back at you.
Really? It doesn't feel pain.
Well, I guess not, because like you look at a wasp, if you flick a wasp and it gets knocked all the way to the other side of the room, it's not like, oh shit, that guy's like so much bigger than me and could crush me in a hand. They'll fucking come at you.
Gee, I didn't know that was. I thought they were just dumb.
Oh, they're probably also dumb, but like at the same time, you think, there are dumb animals that still feel pain and then fuck off.
Yeah.
Because imagine, like, you'd think a swarm of bees you could beat the shit out because they're fucking tiny, but they'll just get you, bro.
Yeah, because unless you had a squat, like a big squat,
A big squat.
a fly squat.
Oh, I thought you meant
SWAT.
Like,
SWAT, isn't it?
no, I thought you meant you could squat 180 and you're like, oh, there's nothing better. You've got these thunder thighs. Try sticking them all.
For reference, 180 is like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
For reference.
But yeah, and it's like, yo, ghosts? Why are people scared of ghosts? Bruv, if they knock a fucking glass off, say, oi, Trevor, I'll raise your rent, cunt. Like,
Yeah.
just be friends with them, bro. If they only get bad when you start trying to kick them out, bro. It's
Yeah.
literally like, imagine if you had a fucking tenant and you just kicked them out immediately. They're probably
Fuck
going
'em.
to trash your place as well. Like,
Probably.
literally, the worst thing that happens before you bring the priest over to put salt on the ground or whatever is like it opens a drawer at night. Who cares? Shut the drawer. Who cares that much, bro?
man. Yeah.
The property price is probably going to go down, so you can get a really good deal.
Yeah.
I'll live with a ghost.
Ghosts aren't. I don't think ghosts ever scared me, but fucking clowns.
They scare you?
No, but I had a phase when they did scare me.
Damn.
Whereas just like I was scared of the concept of ghost, but I'd never seen a ghost in real life and felt scared.
Yo, when that clown phase went around and like people thought
Yeah.
they were actual clowns, me and a mate were literally like, yo, let's get in the car, let's go find them. And then we found out it's pretty much just a social media trend and
Yeah.
all these things are staged. So like they're not just walking around and we're like, oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, they were
Just
all
imagine if you
fucking-
found one and you just tried to jump this clown.
Yeah,
These
bro.
fucking
Bro, some of
jokes.
those clowns were getting fucked up.
I know
This
they
is
were.
like, if you guys forgot this trend, in 2015, there was like I think it was around 2015.
I think it's 2016, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
there was a killer clown fucking phase, and people were just dressing up in really fucking scary clown masks.
It was right after the first It.
Oh, was it?
I think so, yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
there was a remake of the It.
And
yeah.
people were just getting scared, and then the whole, obviously like social media does, it goes from that prank, what's it called, scary clown prank to scary clown prank gone wrong,
yeah.
and then the clouds
Clowns
come
getting
out.
the shit kicked out.
Yeah, and then
It's
scary
fucking
clown
phenomenal.
phase gone wrong in the hood, gone sexual. The clown just gets out his dick and starts fucking smashing Lana Rhodes.
Oh, bro, Lana Rhodes is such a sweetheart, man.
I was watching her this morning.
I was about to say it because she did a podcast recently and I was like, oh, this poor girl. Like, she has had such a fucking hard life. And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the dick.
I know.
Like, she literally talked about there was, like, she had, like, this sister who had schizophrenia and would, like, cut herself in front of Lana. And one time, how crazy is this? She came home from school and she saw her sister had hung herself on the swing set and she had to cut her down.
Wait, her sister actually hung herself?
Yeah. And she had to cut her down so she, like, stayed alive.
Oh,
And this is a child. She's like a fucking teenager and shit. And it's like, then yo, that shit, like, I felt so bad for her afterwards. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to wank to your porn tonight. Yo, I can't promise tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a sinful man.
Honestly, I'm more a fan of other ex-porn stars like Mia Khalifa.
Me too.
Because Lana Rhodes has done this weird thing where she says that it's over, but it isn't. Because I've just watched a video that was posted 1 month ago. And the thing is, it was
Wait,
like a
is it
lesbian.
OnlyFans?
Huh? No. It was on Pornhub, and the rest of it is on OnlyFans.
Yeah, so
And
yeah.
it was a weird blend because she was like making out with the chick and then using toys on the chick, but then she never got naked.
Really?
The chick was fully naked, and Lana was wearing lingerie.
Ah.
So I'm like, I don't understand. Are you just a fucking commentator here? Like, are you just a helping hand?
Owner operator.
Owner operator.
Yo.
None of the fucking action. She's top shit. She doesn't stoop that low.
Bro, I'm so upset that no one's offered us fucking work for being OnlyFans pimps, bro. Like,
We got some
so
advice
good at
though. So many people are like, this is the way you would do it. And I fucking love seeing that because it's the same business mindset that I like coming into it with.
exactly. Like, you're like, no, look, like, sweetheart, you can't be doing that. You know, you need to show a bit more tip because, like, the thing is, people are going to like that when they see it and you're going to get more money. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Hit us up. Anyway, bro, this might be corny, but yo, I feel like every guy has had this conversation and it's always fun.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pitch it to you like this.
Go on.
Zombie apocalypse.
Oh.
It's happened.
Yep. Okay.
Okay? But you're in the loading phase of the game. You can choose one weapon, one tool, one vehicle, and one person to bring. What are you doing? And how are you doing it? How are you surviving this fucking apocalypse?
Okay.
Let's say if you can survive 10 years, everything will go back to normal.
What's the landscape?
Your
City
let's
city?
say.
Okay.
Well, you spawn in city. You can try and go elsewhere.
Okay. So for the weapon, now I've never fucking operated weapons on a daily basis, so I don't know the technicals, but I feel like one, a revolver, or two, AK-47. Because I know that they're both extremely durable and they're fucking 4-season guns.
Yeah, but okay, let's say you're not in America where there's just going to be ammunition everywhere.
But do you have a limited amount of ammo on you?
Yeah, you
Like
don't have
100 bullets?
unlimited.
100 bullets or?
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll go revolver. 100%. Because revolvers, they don't jam very easily. They're known to be very, very like jam proof.
Yeah.
And you use up bullets very, very slowly. So that 100 bullets are going to take you way further than
Right.
than an AK-47, you know?
But in a city biome with no cars around, imagine the echo of a fucking gunshot.
You know, it is what it is.
Okay, what about the tool?
The tool, that's a good question. Probably like a crowbar, hey?
Yeah, that'd be pretty useful.
And then the vehicle,
Yeah.
I'm going to go for either a motorbike or a quad bike if that's an option.
You know a quad bike, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, so I'll go for a quad bike then because I can do better turns.
Yeah, better turns?
Yeah. Or like 4x4, sorry. 4-wheel driving.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. For like on the beach and shit.
Yeah, even in a zombie apocalypse, like, oh, bro, I got to surf. What do you mean?
Yeah.
The waves are up, bro.
Surf's up, bro. And then what was the last one?
Person.
Oh, like another person?
Yeah, and we'll take like me out of it.
Oh, I was about to say probably you.
Yeah. But that's
Oh,
too corny
fuck.
as a response.
Yeah.
A famous person. We'll
Oh,
say.
famous person.
Famous person.
Probably Seth Rogen.
Or to have a fucking smoky body with me.
What about you?
Okay, let me think. In terms of weapons.
Weapon, yeah.
Fuck, man. I want to be the black chick from Walking Dead who's got
With
like
the
a
katana.
samurai sword. or
That's a
something.
weapon. That's a tool.
No, it's a weapon.
I'm going to put that in the tool category.
What, you're just changing what weapon?
No,
means?
because it's not as fucking OP as whatever you could. You could pick a fucking anti-aircraft sentry gun.
I know, but how is that helping me?
I'm just saying that's the extent. You could pick nuclear bomb.
No, but I would want something with like an unlimited lifespan.
Yeah, I reckon that's a tool.
Yeah, but a gun doesn't have an unlimited lifespan.
Okay, sure.
You run out of bullets, right?
So you're going to have a katana.
Yeah, but I think for the fucking tool, I'd probably choose like one of those fires. Have you ever seen on Instagram those little
fire
metal
starters,
things where
yeah.
you like light it and it just like it's a flint or something?
Yeah, I've got one of them.
Of course you do.
Yeah, bro, I'm all about the survival gear, bro. I've got one of them. I used to have it on my keychain.
Do you
So
actually?
wherever I went, if there was a zombie
Are they
apocalypse,
good?
they're
Or are they
good.
like hard to-
No, they spark up.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But the thing is, you still need either Tinder, not the app. You need either Tinder
Yo,
or
wonder
Bumble.
How long would Tinder last in that?
Bro, people would be using it to link up with other people. You
How
put it
long
on
until
bisexual.
zombies became like aware? And you start seeing like a chick
They-
like that's the new age catfish. It's a person pretending to be alive, but it's a zombie.
And then imagine if they get so then afterwards it starts becoming like, show me a video of yourself. And then they save videos of someone who is alive.
Sheesh.
That's fucked up. All right, so what's your tool? Fire starter. What's your vehicle?
I do like the idea of motorbike because it's quick. Yeah, fuck, maybe that.
Motorbike.
At first, I was thinking like a 4-wheel drive or something like that, but the amount
Petrol
of fuel
guzzler.
you need, yeah. So maybe like some good old motorbike kind of shit, you know?
Motorbikes are so fuel efficient.
Yeah, like maybe a trail bike or something like that.
What's a trail bike?
Like like dirt bike.
Dirt bikes are not as fuel efficient as like a road bike.
Okay,
But you have the
can move
4x4.
around.
Yeah, you have the 4x4
exactly.
action.
And then for person,
But you can't have anything on you. You can only have what's on your back. Or unless you have one of those little gay things in the back that you can put shit in.
yeah, what do you mean? It's the same thing as with a fucking
Quad bike,
PCB.
nah. Quad bike is fucking so much space.
No,
You
it's
could
not.
build. You could build up a get up to put shit around it.
Yeah, you can do the same thing. Have you not? You've been to Thailand, bro. We've
True,
seen 4 people on a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
motorbike, man.
Yeah, true.
They'll put a plank of wood and then put shit on the side and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think for my person, yo, I'm gonna bring Mia
Khalifa?
I'm having a really good time. Yo, imagine if you brought Mia Khalifa with you and she doesn't want to fuck.
That's what I was just about to
You're
say.
like, yo, come on, bitch! you're here.
And then you bumped into some other guys, and they brought like 2 sick survivalists, and then they had a threesome. And you're just sitting there,
Take a girl.
yeah. And then they're just like, JMO, just get us some Flintwood, please.
Do you know what I'd actually want? But like, it might be like too heartbreaking.
What?
A dog. But
You
remember
could
the
just get one.
But remember the Will Smith scene,
Yeah, that was sad.
bro. That
German
is-
Shepherd as well.
I mean, if you ever had what makes a grown man cry? That fucking scene. Oh my god.
I Am Legend. Such a classic, good movie, man.
Yeah, Will Smith. I mean, look, I know that he definitely is a little bit corny because he's like, 50 and like trying to do YouTube and shit like that. And like he does it well, but it's just too produced for what I think YouTube is.
It's way too produced.
But like back in the day, he's had some fucking bangers, mate.
Everything.
Like, I Am
He doesn't
Legend,
miss, bro.
iRobot, fucking Mission Impossible, all this kind of shit. Like Fresh Prince, Until the Mum, like
Changed.
that has
Until
got to
the
be
Mum
the
changed.
most. That has got to be the most blatant racism of all time.
What?
That they're just like, yo, this dark skinned woman is being too like aggressive because apparently she was like.
Was that what it was?
Apparently she didn't like because I think she's an established actor, but I think she didn't like the fact that Will was like a fresh faced pop, but he was getting groomed to be the next thing in Hollywood, and so like, I think she didn't like the fact that she was less involved, like she was less pampered than he was. Do you know what I mean? I think.
Oh,
That's
so
what I've
she
heard.
left and they didn't kick. It wasn't.
No,
that
I
she-
think they kicked her out because she was making a fuss, kind of thing. But then they put in this light skinned lady who I like, bro. I literally stopped watching after that.
Yeah,
That
it changed the vibe.
Yo, she was so good, bro.
And it's just you just get used
Yo,
to
let
someone.
our black queens be free, bro. Why are you trying to fucking hold them down, dog?
Yeah, I totally agree. But zombie apocalypse would be fucking. It's such a fun concept to think about.
Bro, if it would happen for just 2 weeks and you survived 2 weeks, it'd be a little bit fun, right?
It'd be a little bit fun.
A little bit fun. You'd be
It'd be-
like,
the thing is, what my question is to you
Yeah.
in Sydney. So for everyone that doesn't live in Sydney, which is everyone,
Hmm.
so in Sydney we don't have guns.
yeah.
It is pretty much you can't even get a shuriken, a fucking throwing knife. Like you can't get any or a throwing fucking star, and you cannot get weapons. You can't even get a taser. So in Sydney, where we currently stay and live, and you had 1 day and whatever's in your bank account to spend, we have 1 day notice. What weapon do you get and what vehicle
Bro,
do you get?
imagine how annoyed you'd be by maximum transfer limits on bank accounts
You can change it.
on the same day.
Yeah. I just changed it yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think I'd head up to so we've got a hardware store called Bunnings Warehouse, and
Yeah.
that's probably where
So-
I'd spend most of my time.
Mhm.
Like, I would just try because Sydney doesn't get that cold; it gets like maybe 10 degrees. So if you had like one decent jumper, you'd be fine in the coldest times of Sydney, really.
Agree.
But so I'd be getting like fucking axes and all that kind of shit, like getting as many weapons as I could, I think, but also like,
Water, food.
yeah, fuck, that's the hardest shit.
And then you got to think which one is better, to bring bottles of water or purification tablets.
No, do you know what I'd do? I'd go up because we have there's a massive water system called the Murray River, which goes into the Murray-Darling system.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
would
all fresh
probably-
water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we drank out of that. Yeah,
But how long is it going to be fresh water for before zombies fall in it?
but it's still running, isn't it?
Still, if someone's pissing right in front of you and it's running, you're not going to drink it.
Yeah, but like, I'm sure there are chemicals in those things, right?
Yeah.
Like in running water.
Oh, no, but if you can get purification tablets, each tablet clears 2 liters of water. If you can get 1,000 tablets, there's no way you're going to have 2,000 liters of water. Well, this actually provides you 2,000 liters of water, and it's just you just put it in the bottom of your bag.
Yo, but like that isn't. But okay, but the issue with that, right, is first of all, if you have a fire starter, you just boil the water.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, how long is that gonna? Like, I think my issue is always thinking about like semi-permanent. You know, it's like a
I
band.
think it'd just be boring as fuck, bro. It'll be so boring living in a zombie apocalypse. Like the first day or
The first day would be exciting, bro.
the first week is lit.
Bro, when the breakout starts, it's like playing Tip.
Yeah.
When you're the last person in, there's like all these people trying to get you.
Yeah, I'm keen for that. But it's the thing, yeah. But like a year in, you're like, fuck, I just miss playing Xbox.
Yo,
I just miss playing Minecraft.
but imagine how long would Netflix servers stay up? Imagine a world where you're even more bored with Netflix than you are now, because it's the only thing that's been on for the last fucking 20 years.
Well, the thing is that like where we currently stand, all internet, unless you have the Tesla fucking satellite, all internet comes from that massive cable that goes underwater. So I think within a month, internet will be gone.
And you live
And then
under the sea.
maybe within, I think 2 or 3 weeks, the electricity will stop running. Because remember, there's coal stations up in Newcastle that's powering us. So once that's once they stop working, because they're going to stop the first day.
Yeah.
So how long do they have saved up? Like how long is the supply chain between the coal station and Sydney electricity? I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, shit.
Once that's done, it's done. It's over.
And you'll realize how reliant you are on like technology.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bro.
Fuck.
That was fucked. So we had this time in Sydney, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, when Facebook went down.
Instagram.
And all of its subsidiaries. So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. And then we realized that we just literally cannot talk to each other. Like all the group chats were down. You just could not chat to your mates. You could only text and call. And it makes you and we did a conference call over the phone, and we just realized that this is just fucking shit. Like we are so dependent on Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Talking about Mark Zuckerberg and Instagram, we got Q&As.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Segue out of 10. Okay, from Kale McCall 420.
Where did we get these questions from? Is it Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
If you
want to leave a Q&A, we post it up usually a day before.
The day before?
Day or two before the actual podcast comes up. And you can answer it there. So Kale McCall 420 says, do you guys have any tattoos? And if not, are you thinking about getting one?
I don't.
I have 2 really fucking like hardcore badass tattoos.
Yep.
One's a tiny dog. It's a wolf, but people call it a dog. On my fucking ankle, and the other one's another fucking triangle. And what I'd call them is drunken tattoos.
Were they both drunk?
Yeah, let's call it drunk. Not really enough to sway my decision. Tattoos are fun. I'll get more tattoos.
Yeah. I don't have any yet.
I'm just very picky, so it's hard for me to like say, yeah, I want this, which is why both these ones were small, just in the spur of the moment, like, yo, fuck it, let's just do it, you know?
Fair enough.
But yeah. Love tattoos. Yo,
I like
send us
tattoos
some
too.
fucking tattoo designs.
Yeah, I like tattoos. I don't have any yet, but I probably will get one.
After well. Okay, from Aiden Martin 15, what was your worst sexual experience?
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay. Honestly, I like to compare sex with pizza, because even a shit pizza is pretty damn good. I haven't had an experience that's actually that bad, but the worst might be a girl like biting in head. That's pretty common.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And it sucks. It ruins the mood.
Yeah, fuck. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I'd like.
It's hard to have bad sex.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking like the things I'm thinking about make me look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Because it's more like what happens after. Like I remember there was this one time where I was like chilling with this girl, and she was like, this is like back when I was just starting to get like success with girls.
Yeah.
And she was being kind of like mad easy. You know what I mean? Like I got to like second base like 2 seconds with like fucking like her little brothers running around. We're watching like The Lion King or some shit like that.
I remember this.
And I'm just like in my head, I'm like, yo, this is fucking mad. So it's kind of a funny story. It makes me look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
In a different way. But essentially like the next day I'm full like texting her like but like I'm keen, but she thinks I'm keen on her. But what I'm actually keen on is like, I'm like, yo, that was mad easy. So let's hang out with this girl again, see what happens like with more time. But she took it as like, yo, this guy's way too interested in me. I'm like, nah. It was the funniest thing that I realized, like, oh my God, I just read this through her eyes.
Also, the memory of it is cringe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
In hindsight, yeah, that's funny.
But you're right. It is. It's fucking pizza, isn't it? You're just having fun.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Next question.
Bad. I mean, you know, there is such a thing as bad sex, but it is what it is. Okay. From Zui.
Oh, Zoe, the fucking local question asker. Love you.
Anyway, how was y'all's school experience?
We had different school experiences.
It's very different.
Because we went to primary school together back fucking how many years ago? Maybe 10 years ago. And then we had, we went to different high schools. So I went to a small school. So it was fucking relatively chill. We didn't have many house parties. And when we did have them, there was no like alcohol or anything. So yeah, my one was really, really chill. Didn't have many hot girls, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a
Shout out
chill.
to you, Miss Kim.
Yeah.
Inside
Miss
jokes
Kim,
are
bro.
Yeah, mine was all right. You know, just school in it. Like, you know, just played basketball a lot at lunch. Didn't study at all. It was so funny. I was always one of those kids who was smart enough to kind of get by in like one of the top 2 classes kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I got into like the second last year of school and I was just getting fucking pumped by, like, I was just getting fucked over. Like I was not caring even slightly.
Yeah.
And then I found out that like this little light bulb moment switch where I found out like one of these courses like wasn't that hard to get into. I was full considering like joining military and shit because I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm gonna get a good mark and stuff.
Jeez,
then I looked and I'm like, it's not that bad. Like for people who don't know, in like Australia, we've got like a
system.
It's kind of like student loans, but it's not like America where they, you know, you get like attacked by fucking banks where they're all backed.
It's extremely
by, like,
cheap. Loans.
Yeah, I think you get the RBA's rate of interest. Like it's not some crazy
1%,
high.
2%,
Yeah, so it's the best loan you're ever going to get for schooling. And we have a lot of our stuff subsidized by international students because they will pay essentially 4 times what we pay.
Yeah.
So like they'll pay the same amount as you will pay in America for an education. Like it might be like well over 100.
And we pay like 20, 30 grand for the whole degree.
For the whole degree. So so like going to university wasn't like something I was unsure about. I was like, yeah, no, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But then I found out I could do it. And it's like, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, best memories are just fucking, you know, it's like where you find yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're growing into the person you're going to become. And it was fun.
Yeah. I think my turnaround point from like fucking around to like getting serious was at the beginning of year 11. So for us, thankfully, only the last year of school counts towards your uni marks.
That's the only thing that
It's literally just 1 year. And in the end of year, the beginning of year 11, the career advisor told me, oh, so are you considering like trade school? You reckon you'll be able to? And then I was like, wait, bro, what are you talking about? I'm thinking about going to uni, man.
For what you guys don't know, there's no knock on trade school, but Baz is the most unfucking hands-on person in the world. He's never done a day, he's never dug a hole. He doesn't. If you ask him to get spirit level bubbles, he'd be like, oh, how many? Like, man does not fucking. That is such a contrast in personality, bro.
Yeah. So anyway,
he's the guy that who like goes to the gym and can bench fucking 225 for 10 reps, but then you ask him to move and he's like, bro, my hands are hurting.
That's so fucking true. But anyway, like I was still just like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Why are you underestimating me? He's like, I've looked through your grades and it looks like, you know, you're going to probably have to go to trade school.
And Basil took that seriously.
I took that personally, bro. I took that personally.
I'm sorry, I messed up the line.
Took that personally as shit, and that was the fucking 180 moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. We both started taking shit seriously, and yeah, we did all right.
Worked out all right.
Got there.
Now we have a podcast with fucking 370 subscribers, man. That's fucking lit.
Shout out to you all. It's so cool, man.
Yeah.
It's literally so sick. Right, it's fucking weird thinking about it.
It's fucking lit. Like, it's fucking lit.
Yo, shout out to all you guys. We fucking love it. Make sure to fucking hit up the Instagram so we can, like, we respond to all the DMs you guys send.
For sure.
It's so funny the amount of people said, oh my God, you respond? I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dude, what do you mean?
Like, the idea, I thought about it once because I think one of us said, like, oh yeah, our fans. But it's like, bro, calling them fans sounds so weird. Like, we're just all mates, you know what I mean?
Mates.
We happen to do stuff that you like, which is great. And,
yeah.
You know, we vibe with that. But like, yeah, you know, we're just fucking, we're all people.
It's like we're the host at a party.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll think about it that way.
But
like,
you're here for the party. And guess what? If you don't rock up, it's a pretty shit party.
Exactly.
So fucking cheers to all you guys.
The party is fucking sick because you can't.
Legit, cheers to all you guys who sit through our fucking nonsense every week.
Yeah.
Respect for that, bro.
All right, next question.
All right.
Forgot this was a Q&A for a section.
I know, right? For like, I mean, that's the most. I was literally telling someone the other day. It's like it's so funny listening to the podcast and just hearing how our conversation start. You know, you start in one topic, then you go to another topic, and you completely forget about the previous one. It does it 1,000 times. Like, yeah, no, a bunch of people are hearing that now.
Yeah.
All right. From Life Feast, worst relationship story.
What does that mean? Like you getting in a relationship?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got one.
Yeah.
It's not really a relationship story, but like it was the end of a relationship that I kind of knew. And it wasn't like a real, it was like a kind of high school thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I was at a party and this girl had essentially just been ignoring like me the entire night, I was kind of like, you know, seeing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a bit weird, but I was just like talking to people and it was fine. And it's so funny because the clock moment where I'm like, oh, this is over was I went to put my arm around her. And as I do that, I don't know if you guys have ever like been really drunk and you put your arm around a stop sign to hold yourself up.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the arm doesn't lean into your chest. The pole doesn't lean into your chest.
Yeah.
And when she was as rigid as a fucking stop sign, and I'm like, oh, she's not like doing the thing where they like kind of nuzzle on you. I'm like, okay, it's over. Yep.
Just it's fucking dead still.
Dead still. And it's so funny because I had like mad I think I had exams or something like that the next week. And I like full text her and be like, hey, yo, are we like over or something? And she's like, let's just talk about it after exams. I'm like, nah. I'm very much ripped the Band-Aid off. I don't care. Like,
That's
I don't like holding it. Yeah. And I was like, okay.
That's
It is what it is, bro.
It's better than a duck. It could have been a bob and weave.
Yeah, but I was like seeing the girl. That'd be even crazier, right?
Yeah, that's
She's like,
fucking...
don't touch me. Get away. But yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I don't have a response here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. This one is like a lot more serious.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how he was asking, but let's take it the most serious way possible.
Yep.
Where he essentially, I mean, fucking viewer discretion if, you know, you're suffering from mental health or something like that and get like triggered easily, maybe skip forward like 5 minutes just in case or whatever.
Oh, just, 100 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
He essentially said, ever wanted to kill yourself? And I personally have never had this kind of shit. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I know that like I've known a lot of people who've kind of gone through mental health shit and it's obviously really serious. So what I'd say to you is like on a serious note, like, I don't know, if anyone's going through shit, make sure to like reach out to people. Because
absolutely.
I think a lot of times people feel like they can't reach out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Or they feel like people won't understand, but just, you know, have faith in humanity and maybe talk to someone and, you know, there's a chance that you'll be able to find, I don't know,
absolutely
someone to like share it with because, you know, it could like be the difference.
Thankfully, I haven't.
Yeah. And if you see people like mates who are like going through some shit, maybe reach out, you know, be the good friend that does it. Even if they're like not willing to share at the moment, maybe you reaching out will be like enough to stop like bad shit happening.
For sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
next question.
Yeah, one of them is tell us about you guys.
Oh, that's a fucking
from
interesting.
Hamish Thompson. Oh, the previous question was from CMCC2. But Hamish Thompson, tell us about you guys.
Just not a lot to know. Just two blokes. I'm actually keen. So I reckon either on our 10th podcast, we're on 6 now. I'm keen that we do like a drunk questions or a drunk podcast, but I don't know how it's going to work without cameras because we're still a bit away from cameras because we want to do shit right. We don't want to use our phones and film some fucking half-hour 720p shit. Like we put these ones on 720p because you're just listening to it.
But, yeah, because there's nothing on the YouTube. But yeah, we want to go for the Kaizen approach, you know, constant improvement, focus on quality and shit. We don't want to like put out dog shit because, you know, you guys are doing us the honor of listening to what we're saying to.
Yeah.
We're not going to disrespect you with some grainy ass fucking Nokia camera shit, you know?
I agree. Yeah. So would you guys be keen on like a drunk questions where we just...
I'm so keen for a power hour.
Oh, okay. Explain to them what a power hour is.
So a power hour is essentially where for every minute in an hour, you take a shot of beer, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but then you think about it. And I think I did the maths. I could be wrong. I think it was like 6.5 beers. Which
how many mils are in a shot? 30, right? 30 mils. And how many hours? So how many minutes in an hour? 60. So you're having 1800
Man's
mils.
asking that question.
1800 mils, so 1.8 liters.
How many mils in a mil?
Yeah, that is like so there's 6 beers or maybe a bit more.
Yeah, which like
that's not bad.
Yeah, but think about it.
But I'm a lightweight.
1.3 standards in a beer.
Sheesh. We can't do VB. So my favorite beer is VB, and that shit's 5%.
Yeah,
4.9%. So we can't do VB. You'll have to do like Can't Super Dry. Something that's like 3% beer, like 3.2.
Pussies, bro.
Yeah, we can.
It'll be a sloppy fucking thing. Yo, maybe for the because like I mean realistically, are we going to be talking about real things at that point? Probably not. So maybe the Power Hour episode is full of like fan shit. So we're just reacting to stuff that they're saying.
Yeah. Or we could put some philosophical curveballs just halfway through. Just
and we put it at the very end. So
we're just smashed.
What is the meaning of life?
Would you guys be keen for that? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. That'd be fucking fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got, I think 2 more, and then you say that one. But okay. Chris Becker said, "Did the Mandem do anything wrong?"
No.
Freedom, bro.
Freedom, Mandem. He ain't done fucking nothing.
I went to the shop and stabbed a bitch. Stab. Freedom Mandem.
I love whenever you see like videos of someone getting arrested. He's like mass murdered a church, shot up a school, and then the comments are free my man. He ain't done nothing.
Freedom Mandem Chrissy. He's like, Chrissy went down to the woman and kicked her kid. Everybody looking around, and he even stole its bib.
Was that just off the dome, or is that a real?
Of course it
Oh, that's a good freestyle. Oh, Jesus.
Anyway,
good question.
Yeah, no, they did nothing wrong, bro.
Yeah,
Freedom
Freedom
Andom. The Savage Duckling one says, pick $1 million or any year of your life relived. What
Tax-free?
year did you choose?
Is that $1 million cash or $1 million after before tax?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna alter the question. Cheers for that, Duckling. I'm gonna say $1 million in cash, but you can't just say someone gave you $1 million. So you have to find a way to clean
You have
this
to
money.
launder it.
Yeah, or you can relive.
Oh, I'll take the cash.
No cow.
100% I'm taking the cash,
Imagine how good our setup would be if we had $1 million cash.
I won't even fucking launder it, bro. It's $1 million. It's not enough that you won't burn through it in your life.
Yeah,
You're going to spend $1 million throughout your life.
I mean, realistically, are the tax agents actually going to come in and say, "Oh, where'd you get this microphone from?"
No.
Pretty expensive. You're like, "Oh, I got it from Marketplace." It
For
was a
some
good deal."
reason, I spend $0 of my salary and everything I pay for is cash. Yeah.
No, it's really good. Yeah, I'd choose the mill.
100%.
Sounds fun.
And pay for my rent up front, get a great fucking deal in cash. Dude, landlords fucking love this one man
Yo.
for paying all of his fucking expenses in cash. Yeah, absolutely.
Hookers love this one guy.
Okay, so I got this question, and it's from someone that I know.
Friend
He
of the
asked
pod.
me, he asked me, do you believe that selflessness is real? He didn't say selflessness. He said a different word. It was like stoicism, I think.
Stoicism and selflessness are not the same thing.
I don't know what his word was. He said a word that was like pretty much that, but he said that if you donate to charity, is it because it feels good, or is it because you actually want to sacrifice something and you don't feel good at all? So what do you think?
Yo, I totally get this because like I'm not gonna lie, I'll see like if I do something really nice for someone.
Yeah.
I think it depends because if you're doing something nice for someone who's in need,
Yeah.
a lot of the times like someone you care about, or whatever, like you're with the previous topic, if you're talking to someone about their like mental health, I'm not doing it because I'm gonna like feel good. I'm doing it because like shit, I need to like be there for that person. But if I like buy, like recently we were on a night out and I just bought a banana and a bottle of water and gave it to this homeless guy.
Yeah,
And I did
yeah.
it because I thought I was going to feel good after. And then man was so ungrateful, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
just
the
like,
guy was a cunt.
yeah, cheers. And just took him.
Literally,
And
bro.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I bought a fucking a burger for a homeless guy. And he was like, thank you so much. God bless you, all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, I feel good right now.
Yeah, yeah. I remember once, I don't know if you were there, but we were in Bar Century. It's like a fucking dodgy bar oh no, sorry, we were in Star Hotel or Star Pub. Shout out the fucking Star Pub. It's like this really, really fucking
Greatest place in the world until they stopped giving us free nuts.
It's the worst vibe ever, but they essentially have really cheap beers and they have free snacks. So they have like raisins with nuts and stuff like
Do you
that.
know what it is? It's BYO. It's like BYO alcohol, but with vibes. Like,
Yeah.
we have nothing here. So if you want to bring your own vibe, you can have a good time here.
Yeah,
But, like,
BYO vibe, exactly.
we will provide nut for you, mate. Like,
Anyway, so they gave us some raisins, and we got a raisin, put it in some fucking cling film, wrapped it up like it was drugs. Yeah, wrapped it up like it was drugs. It was literally a raisin. We wrapped it up in cling film, and we went up to a homeless guy right next to the cops because it was fucking a raisin. There was cops on the other side of the road. We just go up to the guy, like we kneel down. We're like,
hey, don't say we. You did this, mate.
yeah, it was just me.
We were standing on the other side of the road like, oh my
I
God.
literally just go down on knee. I'm like, hey, bro, I know you're going through some tough shit here. Take this. And then he looks at me. He's like, oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. And he's like, oh, fucking cheers, bro. And then you can see him unwrapping it. And then he realizes it's just a fucking raisin.
Baz turned around and said, don't smoke it all at once.
Do you remember his reaction? He was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Chucks it out. I'm like, bro.
Like, bro, what do you mean? That's like 3 calories right there, bro. You can fucking sustain yourself for a while.
What I'm trying to get to, the fucking...
Bro, food wastage, man. Jeez.
Bro, the homeless guy was so much more appreciative of the raisin than the fucking banana.
Oh,
and
yeah, I know. This guy literally, he pinged it at Basil's head and he was still, the other guy was like, yeah, cheers, cunt.
No, but when he thought it was drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Man thought he just got given the fucking lottery.
Yeah, no cap, baby.
Oh, man. I mean, I reckon that... Look, I reckon it's kind of tough to separate them in your head because a lot of the things that you feel are not your choice. So you don't choose to feel jealous when whatever happens. You don't choose to feel happy because of whatever happens. Because a lot of the times something happens and you're supposed to feel happy, but you don't.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the times your brain mixes the fuses. So a lot of the times you'll walk into a shop, you'll have a smell and it'll take you back to childhood.
Yeah.
But you actually never had that smell in childhood. I think your brain just fucked up. It just, your brain got triggered one emotion, but it was the wrong one. And it takes you back to a time where you're like, holy shit. But then if you think about it, that smell was not associated back then. It's just the fuses were fucked up in your brain. So I feel like a lot of the times, even though you do something and you might not give yourself credit because you think like, oh, I just did it to feel good, or I did it because of X reason or Y reason.
Yeah.
It actually is a selfless gesture.
Yeah, I also don't think, like, if you're doing stuff for other people and you feel good about it, me personally, I don't really think it matters. Like, if you feel good about helping people, I know that some people are like, yeah, but he's just doing it because he gets fucking endorphins. But it's like, bro, who gives a fuck? You're helping people.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
At the end of the
like,
day, you're doing a good thing.
Because
don't worry about it.
I think if you hyperanalyze everything in your brain, you will find negatives. Like,
You'll make correlations where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's like, bro,
No, I
at the end of
agree
the
with
day, if you fucking go out and, you feed the homeless and stuff like that, and the reason why you do it is you feel amazing,
Good on you. You're feeding the
person.
homeless.
You know
Good
what
on
I mean?
you.
Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
I am against giving cash to the homeless.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel like, even though technically getting them food is like saving them cash, but it's still different because you're getting them. It's definitely different.
I'm not feeding their supply.
Exactly.
I'm like,
You're not directly feeding it.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's one of the, also, like, you got to look at a lot of drug addicts, especially on certain things. Like, they'll have, just 4-night benders. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially with all that shit with, I think it's different with heroin because you get really, like, tired or whatever. That's why you see, like, they're always, like, fucking lying on benches and shit. But, like,
Jesus.
apparently with things like meth and stuff, they'll be up for, like, 4 nights or something.
Jesus fucking Christ. That
Apparently,
shit's fucked.
any dentists out here, feel free to correct me, but apparently the reason why a lot of meth heads and crackheads lose their teeth isn't directly because of the drugs. It's actually the no sleep part damages the enamel or some shit. I heard
Really?
on a podcast. I could be wrong.
Shit.
I'm reciting shit I've heard on
Not gonna,
a
that sounds
podcast.
kind of fun, bro. Fucking taking ice and then having a 4-day bender in Vegas. Or in like EDC. Tomorrowland, bro. Let's bring some fucking ice.
No, V.
Let's smoke some crack.
Chill out, bro.
It's a fine line when you go through drugs because it's like some of them are like, you're a fucking crazy cunt. And one of them is, oh, you're just a party guy. So like, there's that
I
kind
think
of...
the stereotypical line is, people do what they want. Obviously, fucking please, don't be dumbheads and go fucking OD on some shit. We don't support that. So like, it's like crack, heroin, ice, or meth. Ice and meth, same thing. Those are like, oh, you're a junkie.
Yeah, you're a junkie.
But it is funny because
yeah, go on.
You'll see cokeheads who are junkies, but society just deems cocaine to be like, oh no, that's what the smart businessmen do. No, he's snorting his way through a fucking bag a night, mate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. And the costs of that, bro, like fucking Jesus, man. You can have a salary that pays you $200,000 and live paycheck to paycheck just because you spend $500 every Saturday.
Yeah, I also think like I don't know. One of the things people should be doing, like, if you're experimenting with stuff, we understand that, like, young people do what they do, but like young people.
Yeah,
like
I was about to say, Jesus Christ, man.
Nah, but like, I mean, you just want to be careful with that shit because I think a lot of people don't realize that they got like, even smoking cigarettes. A lot of people don't realize when they got addictive personalities and they won't be able to like differentiate.
I can relate here, bro.
All of a sudden, they just, you with fucking video games in it. Like,
not just video games. I'm just saying, like, a lot of the times, you just recognize why you're doing something. If you're doing something for fun, that's probably fine with an asterisk. But also, if you're doing something to hide something else, that's when I feel like you should have a tough conversation with yourself and say, no, I'm going to tough through this.
Literally,
I'm going to figure out how to get through this.
Yeah, I think if you're feeling really sad and if you have a like drink, it makes you feel better. Like if you're feeling really sad and you go out and have some beers with your mates, that's one thing.
Yep.
But like you really have to, like, when you're going through those times, you really have to self-analyze yourself because like you can start developing dependency.
Yep.
And like
exactly.
it's just
It's always question the why.
Yo, we want the bucket's health,
Exactly. Fucking oath.
Stay away from drugs, kids. That's bad.
Yeah.
You fucking naughty boys and girls.
Oh, but they're also sometimes fucking bussin'. That's actually a bussin', bro.
Ice cold.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Fucking me.
Oh, man.
Yo, something I was thinking about the other day.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, I'm gonna say the question and explain what the question means.
Okay.
What is your identifier?
Identifier.
Now, what I mean by this is when I worked at a previous job, there was this guy. The reason why I thought of this is because I saw this guy and he was kind of like doing a strut as he walked.
Yeah.
But he was just walking.
Yeah.
Like, to shops or whatever. And what I realized is I worked at this job once and there was this guy and he always walked like he was walking down a runway.
Ah, so he was the strutty guy.
Yeah. But the thing is, I didn't know his name once and I'm like, yo, because I need to like give him some shit. I'm like, yo, what's that guy's name to another guy? And he's like, oh, who are you talking about? I'm like,
this is a
yo, you
great
know the guy with
question.
the walk? And he's like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
his name's
okay, yeah.
fucking Bill.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's over there. His name's not Bill. But you know what I mean? Like, I started thinking like, yo, what the fuck is my identifier? What do other people say?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
So yeah, so how
guy that does
so
X.
obviously I can't tell you what mine is. So you have to tell. So when you like when someone says, "Oh yeah, it's Basil," how do you fucking say it?
Bro, I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't know. Loud, I guess.
Yeah, that's not crazy. I usually say the guy I'm partying with because you're pretty much always there.
Yeah.
The guy I was with on that night out. Like, yeah.
You know the guy passed out in the corner? Yeah, that guy.
Or the guy that's always talking to randoms.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be in a group. Like, to be fair, we're both like this compared to
I
an
was about to
average
say, that
person.
can fucking hit you as well.
Yeah. But like, if I'm with what's it called? If I'm with my housemate, or if I'm with, I was about to say his name, but if I'm with my housemate or with some work friends, James will literally just be talking to some fucking girls or just be talking to some fucking
Hey.
No, okay.
People.
Usually it's just friendly conversations.
Yeah.
It'll be a group of like French people, or a group of German people, or a group of it's just having a chat.
It's so funny because I would say the exact same thing about you. We're very similar in that regard where when we go out, it's like, no, we'll have our group of like 4 people we might decide to go out with. But
Yeah.
like, no, that's the starting thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, remember you said that microwave meals, like that's just the starting base, and then
Yeah.
you put your cheese on your fucking like extra shredded chicken on pizza or whatever. It's
Exactly.
like, no, this French guy is now part of the group.
Yeah, fucking hell.
He's an adder, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. And that's the best thing when you go traveling.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's just you and your hostel mate, or maybe one other person that came with you.
Yeah.
And then the group just grows and grows and grows until
Yeah.
you have, like on the full moon party in Thailand, where we had fucking so many cunts that we just knew from the night.
Yeah,
And
and,
then
look, you
yeah.
won't remember their name the next day, but you'll have the most fondest memories of
You
them.
don't remember their names on the day.
Yeah, no.
And you're like,
2
hey,
seconds later.
hey, Switzerland, come over here, guys. Just because the guy's from Switzerland.
And it's funny, the Switzerland thing would like make him think like, oh, he remembers me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I remember the Americans we met were like, oh, fucking
Hey,
Oregon.
divorcee, get over here. Do a shot. Fuck your ex-wife, bro. She's a cunt anyway. Come on, let's party.
Oh man, this shit's hilarious.
Yo,
Didn't we do a ting for best party stories?
Yo, we did.
All right, let's just try to bust through like the top 2. I reckon.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, one of them was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It made me laugh so hard.
So we did a ting on the Instagram. We just put a story. To be fair, JMO did it. Once again, credit to JMO.
Oh, ease.
He fucking put like best party stories, and a bunch of you guys replied. We're already like an hour and 21 minutes into this, so we're gonna just go through the top few ones.
Yo, shout out to Life Feast. It made me
Fucking
laugh
Life
so
Feast,
hard
man,
when I
bro.
read this. Bro, okay, so he essentially said he had to fight a guy to leave a girl alone. Because she was like
What the
really like,
fuck?
yeah.
Okay.
But here's the reason why.
Yeah, what's the reason?
And he only did it because his drink was behind them two, and that guy was kind of blocking them off. And he's like, "Yo, I just want my fucking beer. Can you get out of the fucking way?" And
Oh,
he's
so the
like,
guy thought he was
no
cock
one's
blocking.
getting through. Like, no. I think he was like, it was probably him and his girl, like fucking having an issue or something like that. And he's just trying to get through, and the guy's being like, real aggressive, and he ended up fighting the guy just so he can get his beer up to
That's the funniest story.
Yo, that's
ever.
the greatest fucking
That's
shit.
hilarious, bro.
Tyler GH said, "I kicked a 3-year-old across the room. I'm not allowed at family gatherings anymore." And look, we support the bucket, so you know what? Fuck that 3-year-old.
Fuck that
He probably
family.
had it coming, you know?
Bro, fuck him. What was he doing? Whatever he was doing, fuck him.
Bro, probably mad annoying, bro.
Bro, kick that
Bro,
gun again.
fuck him, yo. Yo, we support you, Tyler. Free to man him, that's what I
He
say.
ain't done nothing, bro. Tyler's a good guy.
It's Patrick Zan said, never been invited. And look, man, don't worry, bro. You're
We'll invite
invited.
you, man.
If you're in Sydney, you're invited to the next Milk Bucket
Abso-fucking-lutely,
fucking
man.
fan meeting or whatever.
You're totally invited.
AKA when we go to the pub and say, hey, anyone want to
Hey,
come out?
yeah,
fucking
who
get
wants a
around
beer?
us. Rocha Enzo B said, I was eating tacos with my dad at a bar in Mexico. Long story short, I lost my V card to a stripper.
Bro, I don't want the long story short. No, give me the long story long. Give me the short story long, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened in between?
Yo, Enzo, or Rocha, I don't know which was the first name, but Rocha Enzo B, tell us the full story, and next week we'll tell on the fucking podcast, because I want to know how fucking
Bro.
tacos to strippers sounds like a fun fucking night, man.
Yeah. What the hell, man? Who paid for it? That's the question. Was it the dad that was just
Maybe
like,
it's the dad.
his son, I know you're fucking 14, 15, whatever your age was. Now's the day.
I hope it wasn't statutory rape, Baz. 14, 15.
In Mexico, that doesn't exist, bro. Was this in Mexico or just in America?
I think, unless it was a really long story short. Like, we were in Mexico eating tacos. Anyway, 6 months later, I was in America again. I don't know. I think Mexico, though.
Okay.
Yo, shout out to the international fans. Like, we love the Aussies and we love that. But it is crazy seeing that, like, there are people from all over the world who, like, listen to this nonsense and somehow understand.
Bro, we can ask questions about American fucking culture,
Yo.
German culture, Swiss culture, fucking anything, bro.
Tell us the coolest thing about your culture in the comments down below, lads.
Or just tell us something interesting about it.
Yeah, just leave it down below.
Yeah, sweet.
Anyway, we're coming towards the end of the podcast, so I've got a little thing. This last thing, it'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Wrap it up for us.
Go
Okay,
on.
so Basil, you're not into sports, really, are you? Like,
Not
you don't
quite.
follow really teams or anything like that.
I very, very lightly. If it's
Yeah.
on the bar, if it's in the bar, you know.
So here's the thing. Like, I'm sure a lot of the viewers have experienced the joy of watching sports and like the weird feeling in your stomach when your team wins.
Never
And
experienced it before.
Yeah, I feel like you're missing out on life. So here's the task for the viewers.
Yeah.
We're going to find Basil's sports teams for all sports. Now, we're going to start this week with basketball. Now, here's the thing. I know what you're thinking is like, oh, it's the NBA. No, it doesn't have to be the NBA.
Any
It could
league.
be the Shanghai Sharks. It could be your local high school basketball team. It could be whatever team you want. And what we'll do is we need to comment it on this video, leave it a DM for us on Instagram or something
And
like
then
that.
whatever's the liked
And then-
one, the most liked.
Yeah,
comment.
and maybe we'll get like the top 4 and do like a bracket so people can kind of vote
That's
March Madness
so
style.
funny.
And guess what? Here's the thing. Basil doesn't have a choice in this. There's no consent involved.
Oh, man.
Whatever you guys vote is his team forever. So when someone says, oh, what basketball team do you follow? He has to say, oh, St. Mary's under 15s. And that's his legal response that he has to do.
Under 15s. Oh, God, bro.
So, boys, like, no matter what it is, whether it's a fucking real team, you can say the Lakers if you want. You could also say the local team. You could say your kids under 12s team.
The
It
church
doesn't
under
matter.
14s.
And he's legally required to say that this is
That's
my
my local-
team
that's my
whenever
team.
anyone fucking asks
This is the
him.
first I've heard of this, but I actually I feel like this will be hilarious, man.
And hey, if we get some funny responses, maybe we'll go through all the sports. And one day Basil will have a lacrosse favorite team and a
Dude.
fucking curling's team that he goes
so this one
for.
is basketball, did we say?
Yeah, basketball.
Basketball. Oh,
Okay.
that's so fucking funny.
So let us know down below. And what do you think the secret word should
Secret
be?
word. Let's do something to do with zombies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Zombie party.
Oi,
Yo.
zombie party.
That's it, baby.
I like that.
Hit us with
Okay.
the secret word. Yo, by the way, last thing we'll say, when you leave the secret words on the TikToks, a lot of times it gets like washed through.
We see it.
Yeah, we see
then-
it, but,
yeah, but then-
sometimes, there's just too many fucking... The way TikTok works, there's so many comments that get thrown through, so a lot of times it gets
Exactly.
lost. So when you're saying the secret word, try do it on the YouTube or maybe send it on the Instagram if you want to, just so
Absolutely.
we know and we don't accidentally miss you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, the last thing we'll say, fucking like, subscribe to the YouTube page, hit the button... on the
Specifically, if you could fucking give us I don't know how to do this, but if you use Apple Podcast, if you could leave a rating
Yeah.
on the Apple, that would be fucking
Apparently
huge.
it helps so much for growth of the fucking channel. you know?
Supposedly.
Yeah, so I mean, leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Google Podcasts or whatever. You know, if
That
you
would
can rate
be
us,
so
that'd
amazing.
be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Or just Apple. If you just wanted to do one, just put it on Apple
yeah.
Podcast.
Tell some friends and family. You know, get your mom onto this.
That'd be fucking lit.
No, we're all right.
Anyway, boys, that was a fucking
Yeah, I
lit
mean,
podcast.
yeah. Shout out to all the fucking buckets. We appreciate you as always. Hope you enjoyed the episode. It's a bit longer. What's
Yep.
that?
128.
Damn, son.
Yeah,
128. So look, if you like the fucking, kind of 1.5 hour pods more than the 1 hour, let us know.
Yeah.
It seemed like people liked longer style last time, so fuck, maybe that can be the
And
standard.
this felt like fucking nothing.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
This
fun.
was
I still
really,
have more
really fun.
topics, but
Jeez, man. There you go. So, anyway, guys, can't wait to have this again next week.
yeah, make
We've
sure.
got some guest ideas as well. So we
Yeah.
might be having a guest on very, very soon.
Let's hope so. We'll have it as a bonus episode, so you always get your Monday up. But yeah, so remember, leave the 5-star review if you can, and tell us what basketball team Basil should follow.
Jeez.
All right.
All right,
See you
boys.
next time, lads. Have
All
a
right.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.